Hey everybody, how y'all doing? My family and I just got back from eating at Rosario's. We've ate there before, the one by North Star Mall. We've ate there before and it was a lot better when we ate there before. The service wasn't good. I think my mom and I's plate was ready before Tracy's was ready. But anyway, other than that, hope y'all are doing well. I just wanted to talk a little bit about, I heard my sister was watching MSNBC, and one of the announcers was like, something like, she was showing Elisa Stefanik, which again, but she was saying something like, should the president pardon insurrectionists? Like, whoa, 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 what's going on here? Because obviously there was a lot of things going on that day. Obviously that was after year of 2020, which just a whole year of national news being like, look at all these cities that are being burnt up in the name of Black Lives Matter. Which, that's a weird thing, right? And then January 6th happens, and we see some footage that we see is like people really rioting and stuff, and then other footage we see is like people in the White House like staying in the little tourist line and stuff like that. Anyway, pardon insurrectionists. Is anybody charged for insurrection? I mean, I know MTG talks about DC prisoners in DC jail conditions. But to the best of my knowledge, I haven't seen any article or anything that was like, this person was charged for insurrection, you know? So, should he pardon any insurrectionists? I know there are Empire Files. They used to have a pinned tweet. Binjo. They used to have a pinned tweet of them with like bulletproof vests, little caps on just to protect their head. And their pinned tweet was a picture of them, like their reaction from getting tear gassed or something. What I can tell y'all about that day is when like a whole group of people get together like that, things get very primal or primitive in the sense that if you have experience with that kind of thing, all the better. So things can happen really quickly, and pardon any insurrectionists. I don't know much about the news, and I don't know if like people went there and they thought it was okay because they knew I would go there and was going to be there. And of course that gets me all like angry because it's like, oh, okay, you can have people see that and be like, oh, she's encouraging that, and then after that you're gonna just keep me from society and lock me up and then do all this terrible human trafficking stuff. Anyway, I'm not really saying what I wanted to say, but I just got real worked up when she was like, if the president should pardon the insurrectionists. I don't know how that's not propaganda. You tell me, because I don't see a lot of the news. And I definitely don't see anything with me. Or my family, for that matter. But to me, that is textbook propaganda. There's no, oh, all of these people were charged for insurrection because of this. I didn't see any of that. Should he pardon them? Who are you talking to? And how are you talking? Are you trying to be informative or are you trying to be threatening? Anyway, for the director of the FBI to be like, we didn't see any evidence of anything going to be wrong that day. And then 2 years later, should the president pardon any insurrectionists? You should be ashamed. I don't know if you're too stupid to be embarrassed or what circles you run in. You know, and that brings me to another, like, when I tell people to shut the fuck up on Twitter, at least you know it's me telling you that. At least it's not somebody getting on MSNBC saying, should the president pardon any insurrectionist? You know what I mean? Like, your behavior is way worse than mine. And the worst part about it is you don't seem to think so. Anyway, I got all heated. My sister watches MSNBC now instead of CNN. Should he pardon any insurrectionists? Who are you talking about? MTG? Thomas Massey? The libertarians from Kentucky? I hope you're talking about Ted Cruz and John Cornyn. Anyway, I guess I'll upload this onto my YouTube. Anyways, just frustrated about my situation again. I don't know how anybody can go on the national news and say that. I'm sure I'm talking in front of, like, the world. That's been this whole thing. The whole world has seen me go throughout this whole process. Except for the past over a year and a half. And it's a good thing I have elite psychology around me. Because, you know, you go through trauma and all that stuff. You have to have time to process it. You have to process it. At the restaurant today, there's like all these people in my line of vision. There's all these tables that are empty and you gotta sit the people right there. Need some iced tea. Oh, let me reach over you. We ordered some churros. My mom was like, oh, can we get some napkins? She comes back with some napkins. She gives some to my mom. And then after I was like, oh, you don't have to reach around me in order to give me my iced tea. You could just, you know, get the iced tea over there. You don't have to do all that. She goes, she gets the napkins. She puts them right on top of the churro plate where I'm reaching. Why are you so mad at me? Because I've defended myself, because I have a personal space, and I said, hey, this is my personal space. I don't want you in it. That's why you're mad at me? I see all this stuff on Twitter. It's like, are you talking to me? You're gonna talk to me without even acknowledging me, but you're gonna acknowledge me only halfway? I hate that about the situation. They always want to play that. They're like, oh, I'm going to talk about you, but I'm not going to recognize who you are. And whether you like it or not, you put a lot of people in danger when you join that team. Again, terrorism. When I tell people shut the fuck up on Twitter, that's not terrorism. When somebody is an MSNBC host and they go up there and say, oh, should Biden pardon the insurrectionists? That sounds like propaganda. In what context are you talking about anything other than you have a cushy desk job? Obviously don't have any problems getting up there saying that on national television, other than the fact that you know people don't watch your show. But guess what? You're up there saying that instead of somebody else who talks like me, thinks like me, saying what we have to say. Anyway, already 11 minutes long. I just wanted to get that out there. Insurrectionist. When I was there that day, there was a lot of things going on. Nobody acknowledged me. Not in the sense of, oh, hey, I know you from social media. Not even a, oh, are you that girl from the live stream? What a weird situation, right? Anyway, I don't like the FBI director. I don't like that MSNBC host. And I just wanted to get that out there. What else is there to say? As far as the Capitol Police and all that, there was one window broken where I was, and there was a police guarding it. And he had a whole personal bubble and space around him. Nobody bothered him or that broken window. So I don't know what went on there. But I know marijuana, you can get, stuff delivered in Washington, D.C. The whole live stream. Not one thing about marijuana other than, oh, when you're off the live stream and you're not nice to the neighbors who are human traffickers, we're going to put you in the hospital because you're schizophrenic due to marijuana. Why? Because you can't stand that I'm in my mom's garage smoking? Pardon any insurrectionists. People got real issues, like having to pay legal fees because a marijuana charge or something. Well, go ahead and sit on your cushy chair in your little office that has an AC and talk about, should the president pardon any insurrectionists, all talking down to everybody like that. Who are you? Live tattoo San Antonio. Can you believe they did that? A San Antonio tattoo shop. Well, that was weird timing, right? Talk about being able to process stuff. Why are you over here talking about domestic abuse? You're not even probably going to respond to me on Twitter. I can think of tons of things. 40%. I know a lot of the time sexual assault doesn't get reported. All of a sudden we got 40% domestic violence reported with families that are affiliated with the police. What's going on there? And again, I've talked about this before. You're a police officer. I know it wasn't your dream when you grew up and be like, oh, I want to be a police officer so I can arrest all these people for smoking marijuana. Y'all know a police officer like that? I don't. Anyway. Hope to talk to y'all soon. My husband right next to me. So that nobody around me can be like, oh, I'm going to be around you and you have to notice me. Oh, I'm going to be around you and then take a picture right here because I want you to be jealous of me. Have you not seen the live stream? Why do you want me to be jealous of you? Because you know my husband treats me well? That's another thing about all these human traffickers. They said, not only do you not get anything, you have to want what I have. I don't want what you have. I want what I have. Anyway, 15-minute video. I hope y'all doing well. Hope to talk to y'all soon. My husband right next to me. Family too. My real family, not my fake family. I don't know what's going on with all that, except some of them are good, some of them are bad. When I mean bad, I mean evil. Okay? Straight up evil. Every Christmas, every Thanksgiving. Anyway, hope to talk to y'all soon.